Right, today we are on the Cars Lake in Stockton, the Pleasure Lake. In a couple of weeks' time we're going on the Specimen Lake, so I'll make sure to film that as well. Been here about an hour, maybe it's an hour and a half. No bites yet. Last time I was here I was in the same peg, or I think the peg to the left. Pulled out 9 carp up to £10, so it's definitely only a pleasure lake, but it says on the website to go up to £26, which I find very, very hard to believe. Lad I was talking to this morning said he had a 14 yesterday, but it's very, very hot today, so I'm not too optimistic, and I can't be bothered to set up float fishing, so I'm just on 2 boilies. I've got ASM yellow dumbbell wafter on the left rod in the left margin, and then on the right rod I've got a maxi nut 15 or 16 mil, I can't remember what size I bought. I think it's 15 mil, just on a, well, they're both on an IQD rig, which seems to be the only rig that well, it seems to be my go-to rig now, because it's the only one I seem to be able to get a good decent bite on. Yeah, so fingers crossed we get something today. Like I say, it's really hot, so I'm not too optimistic for a bite today, but the morning is young, day is fresh, so we'll see what happens. Fingers crossed that next time I check in, I'm into a fish. Quick update from last time. Still, unfortunately, no bites. It's just gone after 12. So I'd talk you a bit through the rigs I've been using. Used the same ones on Kathleen's from the last video. So we're using a IQD rig. Basically, just the IQD stands for the filament, the mono, from Corda, I believe it's Corda's IQD, and then the D, obviously it's just a D rig on the back there. So what you do is basically, what I found is it's usually made for a wafter, but I found a lot of success with putting a bottom boilie on. Usually you just put a bottom boilie on, push it straight onto the micro swivel, just bait floss it, melt it down, and then obviously with the mono it's completely see-through in the water, so the only thing really showing is the hook. I seem to have had some good success with it. In fact, to be honest, it's kind of the only, apart from like a pellet band, it seems to be the only success. I mean, I think I caught my first ever PB on a Ronnie claw rig, but I mean, I don't really make my own rigs because I'm not that good at it, so I basically just buy pre-made ones, which work just as good in my opinion, if not better, because then there's none of my human error involved in it. But I've been here a couple of hours now. I think I've had a couple of liners, that's about it. Now the geese are coming to upset me, eating all the bread that my friend so gladly put in my swim. He shall remain nameless, Lee. But hopefully when we have an update, be something a bit more to show you on the fish side of it. Right, just a quick one for the novices such as myself. So we've got the IQD rig there. Got our 16mm ASM boilie, some bait floss, lighter, bait needle and scissors. So the bait up on the IQD is pretty simple, nothing difficult. Just cut a bit of bait floss off, as long as you feel comfortable with using. I use quite a long piece because I'm not that, haven't got that much dexterity. Feed it through the micro swivel, equal lengths on both sides. Usually nip them together, equal lengths. Then we want to get our, leave that on the deck, get our boilie, I don't know if you can see it, but you see the hole and they make the boilies, there's like a top and a bottom. And then there's like, so what I usually do to save, kind of makes the boilie last longer, is if you put it through the side instead of the top and bottom, which kind of gives it a bit more longevity. Grab hold of your bait floss with the hook, bait and needle. Flick the little hoop over. Don't do what I've just done and only catch one piece of floss. Try and grab them both in the hook. Bear with me. Fiddliest part. Get them both in. Seal them. Pull the boilie in. Do is pull the floss through. What you do is you want the boilie to sit in the micro swivel. And pull the rest of the bait floss all the way through. There we go. And it's firmly tucked inside the micro swivel. Don't know why you can see that. There we go. And then put the long bits off because you don't need that much to blob it down. Lighter, melt the ends, use the side of the lighter, pinch it down, blob it off, just like a bit of plastic on the end, just like that, saves you using the bait stop. That's it, IQD rig on the bottom bait ready to go. We'll put that on the left rod now because I've been using a pellet band but I've had no success with that one, so we'll go back to the IQD. Last time I had success on the ASM 16mm bottom bait, so we'll try that and see what happens. Switch my rig over to the IQD again. Pellet, using the pellet band there, but no luck on that. The man with the camera's just had a nice little 4-pound mirror carp. I didn't record it. Put the IQD on what I've just made. All my rigs I've just got on quick change clips, so I don't have to mess about putting them through swivels and tying them and all that shite. The problem is, as I have found, is it tends to be a little bit more fiddly to get them on. There we go. And if you just want to quickly come in closer and have a look, every one that I put on just have a bit of tubing that I'll just pull over the clip just in case the clip comes loose. So you cannot see it right now, but there we go. Right, now I'm not really casting fast, I'm just going to underhand it. I'm just putting it in the left side margin where I've been baiting up all morning. A little bend in the rod. Try not to get attacked by too many flies. Alarm's on, fingers crossed we get something. Nice little 4 or 5 pounder. Start the session off. Caught on a bottom bait IQD rig with a 16mm bottom bait boilie. Off and away. First one on the deck, saves a blank. So not too bad.
So happy about that one?
Happy about that one. Love it when the rod rips off. Not too bad at all. Right, second fish. I think the rod was in the water a minute, would you say?
Yeah, something like that.
Roughly about a minute.
Wasn't long.
This one's got more life in it. Now it's out the water than when it was in. Lovely little, would you say 4 or 5 pound again?
Yeah, let's give it £4, yeah.
Aye, £4. Lovely little mirror, cracking colours. It's definitely got more life in it now than it did. We'll get it back in the water. Watch it swim away. There we go, second one on the deck. Not too bad at all. Hopefully get a bigger one. I mean, if we ever repeated that one, we should get a few more at that rate. Aye, right, on to the next. Right, another one on the bank. I would say it's only £2. It's caught on a 16mm wafter, I believe, ASM again. Like I say, we're only on a pleasure lake, so I'm not expecting to get anything miraculous, you know what I mean? But lovely little mirror. I like it when the fins stick out like that. I will get it put back, and hopefully we can pull out a double before we go home. What time is it now? We're only 3:15 and the bites are starting to come in a little bit quicker now that the shade's starting to cover the water. But we'll get this one put back. Lovely jubbly. Like I say, hopefully we get a double. I would like a, if we can catch a 10-pounder, I'll be happy. Fingers crossed next time we'll be in with a bigger fish. Rod's ripped off again, 4:10, close to bite time. A lovely mirror. It's got more life in it than it did in the lake. What we saying, £7?
Yeah, I'd say 7. It's got more of a belly on it, you can't really see it much.
Got a canny belly on it. ASM 16mm bottom bait on an IQD rig. Lovely little fish. Aye, biggest so far. Lovely little belly on it. Oh, re up. We'll get him put back in because it's a pretty hot day today. Lovely belly on this one. Oh, ready to go back pretty quick. There we go. Straight out. Lovely. We'll get that one reset. Seems to be the left margin's doing the work at the minute. What's that, fish number 4 now, I think, on the mat?
Yeah.
So we're doing pretty well here. Sim's doing the business again, like it always has done for me on every single lake I've been on so far. Been trying maxi nut, nothing on the maxi nut, which you would have thought since it's been hot weather we would have had a bit better luck on that one. But I've been feeding it on the right margin, just free offerings. So I'm going to switch me one that's out across the lake at the minute. We'll switch that one to the margin when we've got about an hour, maybe 2 hours left to go. Put a maxi nut on an IQD rig. We'll see if we can catch anything. Pretty hefty hook hold in that one. It fought so much it kind of gave itself a bit of a nasty mouth, so although we're only on a pleasure lake, I mean you can see we've got a bit of life in it there. I think I've sprayed some life into it there. But make sure you have a first aid carp care kit. We've got a little bit of a slipped scale there. Just give it a good spray. We have a nasty little mouth wound there. Just some antiseptic first aid spray. Make sure you always bring that no matter where you go. Specimen lake, pleasure lake. Like I say, at the end of the day, we want to keep these alive so we can keep catching them. I mean, having a look on the other side of it, it doesn't look too bad. Notice these smaller carp always seem to have a better fight outside the water than they do inside, but it's a lovely little linear.
Can't really see that on the camera.
Lovely little linear. So another one on the bank. We're currently just before 5 PM. That's number 6 now, is it, Lee? 6, 7,
6.
something like that. Yeah. We're thinking. I mean, it's another beautiful mirror. It's even got its barbels on the side of its mouth. We'll get it up for a picture. Beautiful fish. Ston of that, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's pretty much got its gusto already, I think. A lovely belly on it. Straight out. So, yet again, the ASM doing the work, even does it on the pleasure lakes, specimen lakes, pleasure lakes. We're getting the same sort of results with the ASM 16mm IQD size 6 hook. Even on a pleasure lake it seems adequate. No doubles yet, but slowly but surely. I think I'm going to give myself another hour, see what the lads want to do after that. And hopefully when we're next on, we're on to another one. Right, I think this might be the last one of the session. It is a lively little bugger. Probably put up the best fight out of the lot of them, to be honest. Just a little 4-pounder, another mirror. Got a little bleed on its lip on the other side, so I've filled that with carp care. Hold up. Oh, no. No. Come on. There we go. Last one of the session most likely, if not then I'm sure you'll see it. ASM IQD rig on the bottom bait again. Right, last one of the session this time. I said I wasn't going to put it back out, but the boiler was still on, so I thought might as well chuck it out, see what else I get. Another little 3-pounder, another mirror. Every single fish I've had today is a mirror. 16mm ASM boilie, same as always. Lovely little baby.